Yo, what is going on, Knicks Nation? It's your boy Comes. You got the brand new video. Before we get into the video, hit that sub button, like the video, and comment down below your thoughts on this video. Before we get into the video, let me know how the audio quality is. I got a new mic, new setup. So let me know in the comment section below, and let's get into the video. So the process with the 76ers and Ben Simmons officially looks to be over after trying to make it work for the last couple of seasons. Now let's talk about it. The 76ers are looking to trade Ben Simmons after an abysmal playoff performance in this year's playoff, where in Game 6 and Game 7 against the Atlanta Hawks, Ben Simmons could not score more than 6 points, did not look aggressive at all, and he wasn't really playing defense and guarding Trae Young when you need him the most. Now, I didn't officially watch the playoffs because my team got eliminated, so I was watching here and there. But in the games, I was watching Ben Simmons and hoping that he would guard Trae Young because I'm still kind of salty that they won. But now that you can see that they're such a good team and in the Eastern Conference Finals, you have to give them their respects, because I'm not a hater, but I'm still mad that my team lost against them in 5. But that's a video for another day. So Ben Simmons was not aggressive. He was 2 feet away from the rim and passed the ball up to Thibault, who got fouled. Instead of being 2 feet away and dunking the ball and laying the ball up, passed it to Matisse Thibault. And you know who was guarding him? Trae Young. He could have dunked all over Trae Young, and that would have been an NBA highlight in the playoffs. That could have probably fired up his entire team. But no, he wanted to pass the ball because he was not being aggressive. Only took 4 shots. Your starting point guard only took 4 shots. An all-star, a guy that's making $177 million over the next 4 years, only took 4 shots. That's not good for your starting point guard. And now let's talk about how the New York Knicks and Ben Simmons fit together, the positives, the negatives, and my final overall thoughts. So let's talk about the positives. The positive is that Ben Simmons is a 6'10" playmaker. There's not many players in the league that can get the ball at 6'10" and make plays, and is probably one of the best playmakers on the team. Well, Ben Simmons is exactly that. He's a 6'10" playmaker, can bring the ball up and down the court, can make the right plays, can attack the rim, which Tom Thibodeau loves, and he's always in the Defensive Player of the Year candidacy in the race to win it. It gets beat by Rudy Gobert, who's winning Defensive Player of the Year for 3 years now. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but you know, he's always in the race. So that makes it that he's a very good defender. He can guard 1 through 5. Tom Thibodeau loves that. There are actually more positives, but the negatives that are with Ben Simmons are very big and very glaring. So let's talk about them. The biggest glaring weakness in his game is his shooting ability, his offensive bag. The man can't shoot the ball. Anything past 3 feet, he's ineffective. He's basically non-existent. But from 3 feet and in, the man has got 50% from the field, 0 to 3 feet. But anything past that, he's basically non-existent. He's not going to take a jump shot in most games, and when he does, the NBA crowd goes wild. Now, he's been in the league for 5 years, and he hasn't been able to work on his shot at all. He shows videos of hitting the threes and taking jump shots in the offseason and in pregame, but that doesn't translate to the actual NBA game, where Ben Simmons barely attempts 10 threes a year. An entire season, he's only attempting 10 threes or less. Now that's a big negative. Another negative is his contract. He's making $177 million over the next 4 years. For a guy that's putting up less than 15 points a game, or putting up 6 points in the playoffs when it matters the most, that is not good in any stretch of the imagination. Now, another weakness in his game is that he is not a good free throw shooter. He can't shoot the free throw, and that's why there's Hacker Simmons, like, you know, Hacker Shaq, Hacker Dwight. Is Hacker Simmons. You need to stop foul Simmons. He can't hit his free throws, and it's not good at all. I have to go back to his contract. The thing with his contract, $177 million over the next 4 years. At the last year of his deal, he's going to be making north of $40 million in his age 28 season, and that's going to limit the New York Knicks in everything that they want to do, because they're not going to be able to get free agent stars that they want, and they're basically tying up a lot of cap space for a guy that is no better. Well, he is so much better than Elfrid Payton, but he does the same thing that Elfrid Payton does, but just better. Elfrid Payton was known for his playmaking, so is Ben Simmons known for his playmaking. Elfrid Payton was known for playing defense, so is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons does everything Elfrid Payton does, but at 10,000 times the better percentage-wise. But the thing is that they're not shooters. They can't shoot the ball, and we saw how Elfrid Payton and the New York Knicks played out. Even Elfrid Payton was subbed out against Atlanta Hawks in the last couple of games because he couldn't shoot the ball, and he was basically a non-factor on the New York Knicks. If Ben Simmons comes to the New York Knicks and we can surround him with shooters, if RJ Barrett becomes a knockdown shooter, which we saw glimpses of in the right corner, he's the best in the league. Julius Randle becomes a lockdown shooter. We saw glimpses of that. He shot 40% from 3. I'm not sure if I'm gonna believe that just yet. I want to see another season before we consider him a lockdown shooter. We need another shooting guard that can knock down the ball at any minute. Small forward, power forward, even our center has to be able to shoot. If you want Ben Simmons on the New York Knicks, there's gonna be a lot just made to help the New York Knicks win with Ben Simmons. And that's not something that you want to do. So my final concluding thoughts. I don't know if this video made sense. It's just, I've been hearing a lot of things and I'm just all over the place with my thoughts. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. But I want to say before we end the video off that I don't think the New York Knicks should go after Ben Simmons at all. Not a good player for the New York Knicks. He's not going to help the New York Knicks win. And Stephen A. Smith had this text that came in when he was on his show where somebody from the 76ers organization said that Ben Simmons likes to get babied by his family and he's going to play his way or he's not going to play at all. And that's not very good because the New York Knicks are building a culture, get superstars to come and want to play there. Ben Simmons is doing that he's going to stop star players from coming, and that's exactly the opposite. That's taking 50 steps back from what the New York Knicks did this season. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you think. Should we go after Ben Simmons? Is he worth the $177 million price tag? And just let me know in the comment section below, if Ben Simmons is not the option, who do you want the New York Knicks to go after? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, YouTube.